I don't even know what I did, but they have blocked all my videos on TikTok right now. Like, I ain't even that popular. I don't even be speaking that much amazing stuff. So why do they block my stuff so much? Wait, what is it? Is it something in my voice? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, bruh. 2022, if I can get my channel to start moving, I want to start really helping people. And one thing we have to help people is to really get out of this fucking mental trap, because you're in a mental trap. You're so much in a mental trap that you don't even understand that 90% of the spirituality people you follow are tricking you and lying. And I'm at the point where I can't keep watching these people do this shit, bro. If I can't keep watching these people sit here and lie to you. They're leading your soul towards destruction. You guys think this is all cute and fluffy and you can manifest happiness and love. You don't even realize that you are trapped here. Bruh, when I was told that I came to this planet, I came here to help these people. The only other person I've heard of that is Sika. We didn't come here to live a regular life. We didn't come here to fall for the shit we fell for. We came here to help you people. I don't know what's going on, but I know that you are trapped here on this earth place, whatever the hell you want to call it. Something is terribly wrong, and they have got you so blinded, and you don't know that this is a literal battle for your soul, for your eternal existence, or at least your longevity of existence past 70 years to a few thousand. Forgot where I left off, but this isn't a game. Like, this is some serious stuff. I didn't want any part of this for so long. I didn't want no part of this. I just wanted to live a regular life, and the more I tried to live a regular life, the more I realized there is no regular in this life. What are you guys doing? You're paying for food that comes out the ground. You're buying houses when you could build the house. Like, bro, we don't even have gardens on top of the roofs of our houses, yet we're talking about that we're running out of food. You guys do not understand the madness that's going on here, bro. I don't even understand. It's come to the point where it's like, bruh, they're not fighting back. They're not even. They're just accepting everything. I do not understand, bruh. How we got all these militaries and all these bombs and all these tanks and stuff, yet we're not scrapping that shit and putting together food and gardens. That shit don't make no sense, bruh. And the people just allow it. Oh, because the government. Because the government. You just allow them to control you. They're not even as much as us. Bruh, but your people won't tell you that. They'll tell you to go manifest a house and a car. Why? They can take that stuff. You out here trying to manifest love while the whole world is filled with hate. Ain't no one trying to manifest life. Ain't no one trying to manifest freedom, prosperity. Ain't no one manifesting free healthcare. Why are we charging for health? Why are we allowing people to die? That is the most demonic stuff in the whole world. But because of how your mind has been tainted by the devil, you don't even see it as wrong. You probably won't even see it as abnormal. He didn't have the money to get the medicine, so what? Yeah, he had to die. She didn't have the money to pay rent, so yeah, I had to put the mother and her 5 children outside in the cold on the streets because they didn't give you a piece of paper. The world is coming to a point where you have to choose your side. And you're going to either be on the side of the righteous or the unrighteous. And right now, you really need to cleanse your thoughts because, man, we need help. And you need help. And we need as many people to see that this world needs changing. It needs rearranging. It needs a whole new makeover. But y'all keep getting tricked. You're so into fantasizing about the Anunnaki. I don't even understand. Most of you brothers in the who are so into the Anunnaki, who swear you come from the Anunnaki, you be so pro-melanin, melanin this, pale man is the devil, but the pale man coined the term Anunnaki. You don't even know what these people are really called. You've never even tapped into your true ancestors. Because I'm pretty sure their name is far from something English. Semitic, Sumerian, don't even matter. Not trying to say like I know, because I've been lacking in my own practice, but I was blessed with discernment. I was able to see that, bruh. even without doing a lot of work, you can see that these people keep falling towards stuff that doesn't matter, because in the end, it's not helping nobody get free. It hasn't helped not one of us. There's 100,000 Anunnaki brothers out there. Yes, y'all still all under the government. Y'all still under the same reptilian rule, my Anunnaki brothers. Y'all still complaining about the same system ruled by the reptilians, Anunnaki brothers, sisters. Our women, our children are being kidnapped and raped. My Anunnaki brothers, specifically for y'all, my gods. Huh? My gods. They're destroying our goddesses. Remember, the planet's female, so they're destroying our goddess. The universe is female, so they're destroying our goddess. And as men are gods, where's our power at? What are we waiting for? You're waiting for your brothers and sisters to come out the sky, but they're waiting for you to reach to the sky, to go so deep within that you can finally make that connection. I see them come out every night. I don't know what I'm tapped into, but whenever I go outside, I get the weird feeling to look up some point in the sky and I see what looks like a star and it's moving. I've watched these things disappear. I've watched them appear from the abyss of darkness into the abyss of darkness, that triple darkness. I've heard the messages that we're watching and we're rooting for you guys, but we are not allowed to just come down there and help you guys. Like, what would be the point in that? If that be the case, none of us would have had to come down here. None of us would have had to go through this. But most of y'all don't understand what's going on. See, these people keep lying to y'all, talking about this is a school. I wasn't told this was a school. I was told I came here, down here to Earth, to help these people. I wasn't told I came to learn something. What the hell do people gotta learn being raped? There's nothing to learn in that. What do people have to learn about getting murdered? There's nothing to learn. This place isn't teaching you anything spiritually. It's impossible for this to be a school. This is one messed up school. This is a sick school. There's children being raped. What the hell are we learning spiritually from that? Nothing. You're justifying the demon while he's teaching you bullshit. And I know you're just like me and you're wondering, why me, bruh? I ain't nobody special. That's one reason you know that you are one of the special people, because all these other spirits, they swear they're the one. Oh, they swear they got all the answers. And they'll just sit there and be like, yeah, I gotta download that. 555 means your life is gonna change. And I'll be like, bruh, you just got that from Google. And I don't care if you got it from Google, but the fact that you coined it a download, like it was just magically shot into your brain. Like so many times I've heard people say, I got a download, and will have the audacity to sit there and regurgitate some stuff from Google or that they heard from somewhere else. You mother lovers. But it's good because it was good to get those messages and that energy out there, but it's bad because now a lot of people are trapped in that energy and they're still Googling and asking these people who don't know nothing, what does this mean and what does that mean? And can you interpret this? No, you were given that so you could interpret it, but they're so filled with their ego, they'll go, yeah, I'll tell you what your dream meant. I'll tell you what your ear dreaming means. I'll tell you what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, because, no. What's the whole point in it? Know thyself. Like, everyone will utter it, know thyself, know thyself. And then they'll be like, yeah, I learned this from Bobby Hemmett, and this from Phil Valentine, and this from this person. I learned this from this person, in this book, and this book, and this book. And then I got this from this book. And you'd be like, well, what did you get from yourself? Wow. See, myself was like, yeah, you take in some of this knowledge, but don't get attached to these people, because, bruh, You may need the knowledge, but don't get attached to the people, because the people ain't nothing. They're just idols, a lot of false idols, a lot of false prophets, claiming to be something they're not. Their information may be important, it may be vital, but it's most likely something that they got from somebody else anyway. But you may need that information, but don't get attached to that person. Don't get attached to listening to their message, because especially if they're leading you towards not you, and buying a bunch of books and oils and stuff you don't need, especially if they're not telling you how to rightfully use it. Man, y'all been so misled on so many ways that I can't sit by and stop. I can't sit by and just keep watching it. I don't want no part of it. The first time they told me when I was in 6th grade, graduating to the 6th grade, that you come from a royal bloodline and you did not come here on earth to live a normal life. You came here to help these people. The first thing that popped in my mind was, with great power comes great responsibility. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, no. Because I was already raised Christian, and I was already like good, evil, sin, heaven, hell. I'm tired of all this already. I was in elementary school and my mind was trying to figure out, am I going to heaven and hell? Because I'm already cussing and stuff. I'm already liking girls and thinking about other things, sex and stuff. Like, oh no, am I going to burn for eternity? Then my mind was always like, bruh, there's something not right about that God in that book. The God that I imagine is way more loving and way more caring. It isn't going to send us to hell forever for sinning for 30 years, 20, 60 years. We don't even live that long. So how are you going to punish us forever? Bruh, so much don't make sense, but so much made sense to me. But I was just like, why does it make sense to me, but other people don't seem to see what I see? And I realized, because, bruh, you're one of those people who come here to help these people. What does it mean? I don't fucking know. I don't even know where the hell I come from. I don't even care at this point. All I know is, bruh, this world is not, it's not in its right state of mind. It's not in its, like, I can just look at the world and see so many things that could help advance, and people just, bruh, like, they show us all the time in movies and cartoons. Why don't we push towards that? Why aren't we pushing towards these futuristic cities that are growing vegetables out the side of the buildings and stuff? Why are we like, that's impossible? It's not. What? Why? And then we're really sitting here talking about, oh no, overpopulation, oh no. Why do we have abandoned cities? We have whole ass abandoned cities, and people are really believing in overpopulation. We have abandoned towns, abandoned buildings. We have super parks and super malls and stuff that's taking up so much unnecessary space, and then you have these people telling you that there's an overpopulation problem, and you were dumb enough to believe it. It comes to the point where even the gods are like, they're smarter than that. Like, we made those brains pretty smart. Like, even if they are mentally trapped and they're veiled, like, you should be able to see, you should be able to put two and two together. But holy damn, the way that they have your mind, like, it's sad, frightening, terrifying. They have you reading at a 3rd grade level. So if you read the Bible, most people will read right through Genesis and not even realize that in the first chapter there was this person who was God, who was manifesting everything by just speaking it. And then this Lord God came along, and he had to start making things, but he made things out of dirt in certain ways, and he had to get humans to toil the land, when the other God just said, let there be trees and grass, and it was good. But this God had to get humans to toil it. They have you on such a level that you lack critical thinking, that you can't even see the truth when it's right in front of you. But for some reason, it doesn't sit right with me. It bothers me, and my soul has been just clawing at this awakening. Like, bruh, remember your mission and do what you came here to do. When I was in 12th grade, I was told, you can save the world with your music. You can heal the world with your words. I never knew what it meant still. Maybe I just don't want to accept what it means at this point, but I accept what it means. And if these words can help somebody, if the music that I eventually put out can help somebody, then so be it. Because, bruh, I don't like what I'm seeing, and it's not a lot of us that are taking this serious, bruh. It's like everyone got a little bit of high going on. Y'all too high off this fame, especially the spiritual fame, bro. Y'all as worse as these pastors, and I don't like these pastors because they be speaking on the name of God and Jesus, and they be lying to y'all. And I'm trying to figure out, bro, you're literally teaching these people about hell and that they gonna burn, yet you don't fear this place as you lie to them and you sit here and take their money and buy these expensive clothes and cars and know these people are poor. Got people, grandmas giving a last bit of money thinking they gonna get some blessing, and you never do, but somehow you just believe one day and you're not praying enough. Bruh, I'm tired of the lies. Stop lying to these people. Stop. And now you got these spiritual leaders doing the same thing. Well, you want to make money? Buy my potion for $3.33, $9.99. Like, stop making your products angel numbers. You're really just playing these people, and you don't see it, bruh. Stop being gullible. What the hell? Seriously, what is going on? Are you... No. It's too much madness going on in this world. I have a headache just trying to figure stuff out sometimes. And God, understand the human thinking and then realize, nope, I will fully accept my extraterrestrial ass because these humans, y'all have lost it. Y'all have lost everything and y'all need help. And this is very, very bothersome that, bruh, it's just like, wow at this point. I mean, even now, people up here poking up their children when children were never really affected by this. No children should have died from this thing. It wasn't that bad. It was never that bad. You could have watched your whole city and seen that not many people really left. Not many people really died. Not many people really got sick. You probably walked around for the whole last 2 years and didn't even see nobody sneeze, and yet you're probably still in fear of what? What you see on the goddamn TV, and that's it. And your minds can be so controlled by the TV, it just doesn't make sense. I just don't get it at this point. The gods don't get it, bruh. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to come together. I don't understand. You're all human, right? You all bleed red, right? You all live to a maximum of 70, right? So how are you not all working together? How is there not a universal healthcare system? Screw a universal religion. How is there not a universal healthcare system? You people are crazy. You people are insane, and you just let them drive you insane. I'm almost sick of this. I don't want no part to this. If I die, I go back home, and that's messed up because home is beautiful. Crystal City, whatever it's like, it's beautiful. I didn't have to come down here to do this. We didn't have to come down here to do this. We wanted to do this because we heard y'all calls. So here we are trying to answer y'all, but y'all don't want to hear us because y'all stuck in the fantasy. Y'all want to hear about Anunnaki more than you want to come together in a global meditation to free the world so y'all can actually see the people for who they are and figure out their real name. You'd rather hear stories about the stuff. You'd rather just pretend to be it. You don't really know what you are. Most of y'all didn't even get the message about coming down here. You don't even know what's going on. Maybe you just haven't remembered yet, but you keep getting played by these people. These things. I'm asking you to stop it. Me too. I fell into the same trap. But the more I stop watching these people and I sit with myself, the more I start having these rememberings, the more I start tapping into this DNA. There are certain people you can listen to. There are good people out there, but I don't know. A lot of them have lost it, bruh. I've watched a lot of spiritual leaders. I watch a lot of them talk and don't do action. I've sat here and thought too much, but I've rarely seen a lot of people like that are really about it, that don't seem like they're just about the clout or having a following or making themselves be so powerful. Because I swear I've heard people call themselves the Most High, that they get all this galactic knowledge from certain people and certain entities from different dimensions, and then they still follow other YouTubers and bring information from them. And I'm just like, bro, why don't y'all just bring the information from these higher galactic people that y'all supposedly get in contact with? Like, why? The only person who seems even close to doing what they say to me is Sika, and I'm gonna put her name out there a lot because she's one of the only ones who I can actually see that's actually doing some type of spiritual work. Like, out of all the spiritual men on the channel, how is this woman by herself damn near got 30 acres of land? It's out here building stuff. Yet all the men are still debating and arguing. And I'm tired of my brothers shirtless out in nature speaking that spiritual stuff, because I swear it was not always that way. And then all of a sudden, everyone's just like, yeah, so I'm out in nature, all shirtless and stuff. And I'm just like, bruh, if y'all don't stop praying on these women that are so spiritually lost, just looking for something, looking for a spiritual brother, but y'all gonna try to use this as a way to play people. I'm so sick of y'all spiritual people. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So for the ones that want that are into the fame, that are into this beautiful hoorah rah, do that. But for the ones that have been really trying to find answers, please stop listening to most of these people. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to the people who tell you, we don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I didn't want to do none of this. I didn't want to speak to these people. I'm so much better off alone and quiet. But the more I sit alone and quiet, the more this voice tells me, you need to speak to the people, bruh. It's because you don't care. It's because you don't want the fame. That's why. That's where your discernment comes from. That's where your just pure raw love comes from. I swear to God, sometimes I want to cry for you people, because, oh my God, bruh. Life could be so much more beautiful. We could have free food, free clothes, free electricity, free energy, free internet. We don't have to pay for most of the stuff we pay for. They're just lying to you, and you're believing it because you don't know what else to believe. Because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that calling on the inside. It took me 27 years to trust this voice on the inside. And the more I didn't listen to it, the more my life fell to shit. And the more I listened to it, the more my life went beautifully right. But I only listened to it when I was with my back against the wall, when I was in complete despair, when I didn't have anything else to look out for, anything else to hope for. I turned to this voice. And I need to stop only turning to this voice when my life is in pieces. And I need to listen to this voice even when I'm in peace. And the voice is telling me that you need to speak to the people. It's 22 minutes and 2 seconds. You need to speak to the people. I don't know why I have to do it, because I don't care. Sika, I love Sika. She's one of the spiritual people I know that doesn't care, doesn't want to be, I don't know, famous, whatever you call it, whatever you people are searching for. It's weird. I don't understand it. No. That woman has predicted things. That woman has land. That woman is building on her land. And I'm watching all these men, and they're still just talking and debating. And I'm sitting here listening to these talks and debates, and I feel just utterly garbage as a man. I don't. No, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. And we need to reverse all our thoughts, y'all. And we need to come together and start building. The men need to start being men, building our bodies and being able to protect the women, bro. We can't have 100,000, 300,000 children going missing. That's not cool. I will flip. The ancestors told me not to have no children, and I understand why. For some reason, I will flip this whole world upside down for my kids. I don't want my kids to take any shots. I will fuck up. Don't touch. No. I'm not playing with you people, bruh. My child ain't about to have no autism or none of this stuff, bruh. You can literally go back to when they started vaccinating kids, and you will see that the rate of autism increases the more vaccinations kids get at a younger age. Yet you will still allow your children to take 10 vaccinations before they're 3 years old. You are a special mother lover, and I don't even have time for you no more. And I know it's not your fault, because you're scared, because you think, well, if I don't listen to them, then they're gonna take my kids, or they're gonna not let them go to school. And I don't understand how I watched a grown-ass man have his child taken from his arms by some scrawny little pale person. I don't give a. I will destroy you. And I understand why they told me not to have no children. That it doesn't make any sense. You know how bad McDonald's is. Why do you still give it to your children? That is horrible. We have obese children. That is not even appropriate at this point. It's not even funny. Sometimes it's a loss of words. Like, bruh, what the hell are you doing? And what the hell are you thinking? You're not. And that's a serious problem. We'll say that they're pagan holidays. We understand that they're pagan, but we only gather with family to, celebrate with family. But what you don't understand is that the whole idea is for them to conjure up energy. They just want you together with your family so they can conjure up energy. Even if you are only, even if you are just getting with family, these are days that they siphon energy from the atmosphere. So when you're with your family and y'all get into that family argument because Uncle Joe came over drunk, they know what goes on in your family. They know there's going to be some negativity shooting in the air, so they can feed off of it, even if you don't participate in their pagan holidays, but you just don't want to let it go. I don't want my child to be the only child that doesn't celebrate Christmas. Then go ahead and play up with the energy conjure, and they're going to keep conjuring your energy. It's, you spiritual people talk about energy so much, but you don't know how energy is. You don't know how the whole world is energy. We have to really think every day and understand that the whole world is energy. Everything is energy. Every thought, every word you speak is energy, and whether it be positive or negative, it's going to have a cause and an effect. Once it leaves your mouth, once it leaves, I don't know so much leaves your head, but yeah, once it leaves your head or is created in your head, it's going to create energy, and that energy cannot be destroyed. So that energy is going to go somewhere. It's 2022. I call an uprising or something for all the real spiritual people, all the ones that came to this planet to help in whatever it is, the freeing of the planet, the ascension. I don't know what it is. I was help these people. As much as I lived, I can see these people need help. So much help in so many different levels. That's why there's so many of us in different things. I'm a musician, so maybe I'm supposed to help with music because music is horrible right now. Other you people are healers. You need to help. This whole medical industry is bullshit. Hopefully the music isn't bothersome. Sometimes people complain about the music, but for me, I'm a Pisces and I flow with music. So music helps my brain like think on track. But yeah, this music, the medical industry is BS. We need healers to heal. We need women to go out and actually be the herbalists and the healers that they were. We need men to be the soldiers and the protectors and the builders that they were. We need everyone to come together and start doing what they're supposed to be doing. We have people that would love to design these buildings that could actually grow food off the sides and off the top of them, and actually be to where we could have more room. We could fit more people in a small space, but where they still have big enough space to where they're not living in a fucking 2x2 apartment, It's so simple, but you got these people that are controlling your mind, telling you that things can't be that way because you have to charge for this and buy for this and resource that. And then they'll tell you that these resources are limited and the earth isn't limited. Why would our God, our creator, put us on this earth, tell us to propagate, tell us to expand over the whole globe, and then be like, oh, y'all did it too fast. Y'all done overpopulated the place. Nah, bruh, y'all better stop letting them people lie to you. They got everything they need and everything you need locked up somewhere underground. They talking about, we're running out of paper. They got like 12 billion tons of paper underground somewhere hiding. Lying ass motherfuckers. You go ahead and believe it. I kind of lost my train of thought. 28 minutes in. I'm trying to figure this out. They're blocking my TikTok. I don't really use YouTube, but I think YouTube's algorithm is more for longer videos, so hopefully at least 30 minutes will be long enough. We're at 28 so far, but I don't know. This calling has been calling for so long, I've denied who I was for so long. I've denied knowing the things I've known. I've denied it all, but the more I denied it, the more I seen that it's true, because this world is just, it's madness. It's madness here. My first awakening happened when I was 4 years old. And I was trying to contemplate how this whole foster kid thing went down, because I was a foster kid. And I was trying to sit there and think somehow, I don't know how I had all these thoughts, but I was trying to sit there and think, like, how does a man and a woman lay together knowing that that act creates a child, but they did it without love and didn't have love for that child to protect that child. This is what I was thinking, and I was just like, it didn't make sense to me. And all of a sudden it was like I woke up and I started to look around the world and I started to ask myself, where am I? And then I was really like, no, where the hell am I? And I was like, hey bruh, I don't know where I am. And I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I came from, but I know like where I am now doesn't have love in it. And the only thing I could imagine or feel, like there was no love in the air. There was no love in the atmosphere like they talk about when certain people do have dreams or visions of going into inner earth or actually meeting their sky family, and there's that like all encompassing love. I think that's what it is. And when I was 4, I realized that that wasn't here. And that was the first time I realized that I don't know what this place is or what it is about it, but it's something wrong. And it was from that moment on that I was like, I told myself to just take in as much information as possible so we could figure this out. 27 years later, here I am. No, not exactly 27 years later, but 27 now, and so much has played out that as I look back at my life, I'm just like, damn. I don't know what to call them. I call them like checkpoints though. But there's like certain checkpoints in my life that were like trying to show you, kind of like when you see angel numbers or you hear your ears ring, certain things in your life happen to help you awaken. So before the angel numbers and the ear ringing, you may have had certain visions. Thought I heard a knock at the door, but where was I at? Something about checkpoints, but like certain checkpoints in your life before you got the 111s and the 222s and the earrings. Although I think I've always had the earrings, and I just didn't know what they were. I could always look at the walls, look at the skies, and I could see like the staticky stuff. And I always said I could like see the atoms of this world or something, but I never knew what it meant. I think I'm starting to understand it, but back to the checkpoint, certain checkpoints, certain things you've seen, certain things you've experienced that was supposed to lead you back to remembering that there is something more to this world than they're telling you. Whether you want to call it spiritual or extraterrestrial, whichever you want to call it, there is something more to this world and you are connected to it than other people are. You are more connected to it than other people. So from that checkpoint at 4 to the one where I was randomly in elementary school, I don't know how old, I randomly looked to the sky and I started begging, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm sorry, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be down here. These people, they're all mad and sad. I don't like it down here no more. Please, I just want to go home. I was looking to the sky and I was pleading, I just want to go home, please. I don't want to be down here no more. And I was like in a trance. And as I snapped out of the trance, I started to look around my house and I started to realize that I was home. Why was I looking in the sky asking to go home? Like, I was so confused. Then fast forward to when I was graduating 5th grade, going on to 6th, thinking about sex and shit, and they told me, you come from a royal bloodline. You cannot impregnate certain women on this earth. You came here with a mission to do. You didn't come here to live a regular life. You came to help these people. Every time these things happen, I tried to comprehend it, but I couldn't, so I denied it. I said, no, this is too much. I'm already this Christian stuff, heaven and hell and good and evil. Just leave me alone. Can I just be normal? Can I just be a normal boy who likes girls and has a bunch of sex and has marriage and kids and then just grow up and die? Can I not? And the more I lived my life, the more I realized, 33 minutes and 33 seconds, that I don't want this. I don't want this regular life. The more I started to gain other knowledge and stuff, the more I don't want to have kids. If you gonna put this shit in my kids, like what? No. Why is there mercury in the shots? Like wow. If I would have known, I wouldn't have wanted that in my body. I never liked. It took me 3 days to feel normal after getting shots. I don't know if people notice that as kids. Like, we don't even listen to our kids when we tell them. They tell us certain things make them feel certain ways. We'll be like, yeah, whatever. What are you talking about, my nigga? If your child tells you that something makes them feel a certain way, you should probably fucking listen to them. I swear to God, they got y'all so stupid. Sometimes it irritates the hell out of me. Like, bruh, you fucking idiots. They literally can show you the fucking cornflakes in the cereal being magnetized and moved with magnets, but you'll still feed your children fucking cereal. God damn it, bruh. It's so fucking aggravating once you realize this shit, and then you kind of just sit back and try not to say anything about it and hope one day that they'll get it, and then no, they don't fucking get it. And so fine, I'll be that fucking spiritual leader that's trying to fucking wake the people up, because what the fuck, bruh? Like, it doesn't make any sense after a while, like my niggas. How many more pills are y'all gonna take, bruh? They had my mama taking 5, 4, 6 different pills a day. She had the little Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday little shit. She had 5, 6 pills in every fucking one. This one's for my blood pressure. This one's because my blood pressure medicine thins my blood. I'm sitting there like, mama, what the fuck? And this one, because it helps my blood thicker, but it raises my blood sugar. And I'm like, so you're taking one pill because of one reason, but then you're taking another pill because the other pill causes another hold. No, I denied it. I said, I'm not taking medicine. I don't believe in doctors. I don't believe in getting sick anymore. And I have not been sick at all. The last time I was sick was because my mom forced me to get a flu shot that I did not want. And when she seen how sick I was and the fact that I'm never that sick, even she said, you don't have to take any more shots. Yet I still had to watch her take 5 to 6 pills a day. Go to church. 60, 70 years old, raising foster kids. Go to church. Sometimes falling, trying to climb up the stairs. Come home from church just to fall off the stairs. Always reading her Bible. Always giving money. She would pull out a whole $20 bill, then give me and my little brother $5 to put in the little pot at church. And then we'd go home and eat top ramen. Fucking noodles and french fries. She'd go home and take those 5 to 6 pills. She'd just try her hardest to get us to church, even though we hated it. Just to fall off the goddamn stairs on the way home. To still read her Bible before she went to bed, and to still wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning screaming because of the pain of gout in her foot. Yet I'm supposed to believe and love and trust this God. Nah, bruh, something's wrong with this whole world. Something's broken with this whole world. Listening to stories about how she had to hide a microwave so housing authority didn't raise her rent. What the fuck is wrong with this world? And why did we accept it for what it is? Why do we accept people being thrown out on the streets, especially women and children? Why do we accept that? Why do we accept denying people food just because they don't have money, as if food doesn't come from the ground, as if someone had to pay to plant the seed for it to bring forth a tree? The seed, the water, the nutrients, everything is already on this planet. What are we paying for? You people don't make sense. Whether you're spiritual or religious, it seems like it's going to take somebody coming from the sky to save you, because you won't do it, because you can't stand up against the people that control you. It takes an otherworldly force. It's going to take an otherworldly force just to see that we as human beings should live united with love. It takes a whole nother worldly force for us to tell these people that we don't want to fund your armies or your wars anymore. We're trying to fund universal health care and universal food programs. And if you don't want to get with that, then we the people refuse to serve you. We the people refuse to pay your taxes. We the people refuse to do your job. We the people, we refuse. I don't understand. Like, we the people, the farmers, are really throwing away all their food instead of uniting together. And we the people aren't protecting the farmers. Like, hey, bro, that's our food. That's my food. What are you talking about? You're not about to just have them throw that stuff away. And they should be like, hey, bro, this food's for the people. We're not just about to just throw this away because y'all asking us to. Who are you? Well, we're the government. Nigga, who? The 500,000 of y'all compared to the 7 billion other people? Like, bruh, no. That's the most, no. That seed, you didn't create that seed, homie. And if you did, take it back. And I'll take the seeds of the earth. that Earth created, and that whoever the hell created Earth created for me. Didn't ask me to pay for that shit. Didn't say I had to pay for that shit. So why the fuck am I paying for it? Suck a dick, nigga. I ain't paying for that shit ever again, bitch. Why the fuck you throw the seeds away and I throw them in the dirt? And then when they tell us they ain't got food in their stores and they ain't got no food to deliver us, so we're looking at our dirt like, damn, all I got is grass. Because the neighborhood community people said that everyone can only have the same lawn and the only thing you can have in your lawn is grass and bushes. You can't grow fruit because fruit's gonna fall on the ground and spoil, and that's gonna make the community look bad. You people are stupid as fuck. Ah. What do we do with that? What do we do with that? Honestly, I don't even know what to do with that, bro. Just like, how many of you drive past abandoned buildings and then drive past all the homeless people and then hear the government talking about overpopulation? Oh, what? We're gonna go to Mars and we're gonna terraform Mars because we can't terraform a desert or something on Earth, nigga, where you already know the whole poles and everything, my nigga. You gonna go to a whole nother planet. You don't know shit about Mars. You don't know their seasons. You don't know what kind of earthquakes are. You don't really know nothing, but you're gonna go learn all of that before you fix the planet you're on. You allow them to feed you that dumb shit. You allow them to put billions of dollars in these fake ass rocket ships to do that dumb shit. Cause you think that Earth one day is gonna get destroyed and your bitch ass deserve to go to a whole nother planet just to fuck it over like you did this place. You fucking stupid pieces of shit. Sometimes the gods be fucking irritated at y'all niggas. Cause god damn it, that's some dumbass thinking right there. That's some old dumbass thinking. Like, you know, that's some dumbass fucking thinking right there. That's some heathen thinking. That's what the Lord says. There is no Lord. Fuck a Lord. That's what the Most High, the Source says. That's heathen talk. That's what Mama says. That's heathen talk. Mama don't understand, like, what the hell. Mama says you better get your brothers and sisters right, because this shit, I will fuck all this shit up. Not out of no because no one's worshiping me. Mama don't give a damn about that. Mama don't care if you love father more or not. Mama don't give a shit as long as everybody fucking happy. Mama's problem is that there's children and women that are being tortured and raped and men that y'all don't know about. And they're in the numbers are huge. Mama's mad that y'all walk past y'all brothers and sisters while they starve on the streets. Mama's mad that y'all throwing y'all women out on the streets with children. Mama's upset, my nigga. And if you believe in God, then know that when God comes down here, it's because Mama said she's had enough. So yeah, for everyone that's like, oh yeah, when Mom calls Father, that's when shit's serious. Yeah, when Mama says go, God can't flood the earth unless Mama say it's good. Those are her children. They came from her womb. So if Mama says let the destruction be, then destruction shall be. And Mama's getting really tired of this. But I'm like, nah, me, her daughters, Sika, nah, Mama, don't destroy these people. Like, a lot of them got really good hearts. A lot of them mean well. They just don't know no better. Let us go down there and try to help our brothers and sisters. Let us try to get their minds right, get their bodies right, get their souls and their chakras right. Because Mama, it's not their fault. It's not all their fault. Some of them are just really just lost. Like, some of y'all just really just lost, and it's sad. And it's really heartbreaking how lost some of y'all are. Like, y'all want the best, y'all mean for the best. Y'all don't mean to be the way y'all are. Y'all don't mean to be as lost as y'all are, but it's because of this place. I hate my girl. Let me put a pause on this real quick and come back.
Came from our ancestors. The twerking African dance, but wasn't used for sex. It didn't have sexual energy with it. And a lot of the dances that we do is we get it from our ancestors. And what most people don't understand is rhythm is one of the most powerful tools you can have.
But yeah, just shoot on live. I'm about to catch this live in a second. But even in that sense, when she's talking about the dance, we're so lost. I can't, I'm a man, a boy. I'm a man with a boy inside of me, and the little boy inside of me, he likes watching twerking videos every now and then. He likes seeing chicks shake their butt. But the man in me sometimes be like, my nigga, can they do anything else? They just feel comfortable with putting their whole ass just right on the camera and shaking it. And then the same women get mad if I just want to fuck. And you want to fuck and possibly have that same woman have your child, but she just did a handstand in the last post just to show her butt cheeks jiggle. There was no other reason for the video, just to make her butt jiggle. She did a handstand, or she tied her legs together and was jumping through snow, or these are the women that you want to raise your children. No, even the boy in me. No, but why then? Why even waste our time looking at this? Like, and to those women, like, damn, that's, you ain't got no other talent. You couldn't sing. You couldn't really dance. All these TikTok dances, just, I swear to God, the woman will be a 10, then she'll do that dumbass TikTok dance and drop to a 5 real fucking quick. Like, you bitches can't, excuse my language, but you bitches can't tell me that you're so untalented that you think, nigga, doing some dun, 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 I don't know, some dumb shit to the beat, like, sometimes they don't even do it right, and I just be like, so you bitches ain't got rhythm. You can't even do a 4-step dance. And the most you can do for me is wear leggings and show your ass. And this is what I have to choose a wife from. It'd be shit like that where I'd be like, I see why the ancestors said do not have any children with none of these women on earth. And I'd be like, oh, I got you, because I'd be damned if you was gonna raise my daughter, bitch. What? Excuse my language. I don't mean none of that in a negative way, because I lost my train of thought. But same with my brothers, and doing nothing, fighting. You got big wads of money, acting like a cell phone or something, like guns in the video. So stupid. You're all doing things you don't even. These aren't even you. These aren't you. These twerking people, that's not you. That's not what you want to do. Most of them females would probably rather draw or sing, but because they think they'll get more views and more publicity and fame by shaking their ass, selling sex, that's what they do. Or for this money shit. Basically, everybody's lost right now, and they're all looking outside of themselves to try to find themselves. They're looking outside of themselves to feel a part of something else when you want to just feel a part of you. We're all trying to be who we aren't, and that's a problem. We're all being told who we aren't. You know who you are. You know what you do. You know what you love to do. You need to start doing what you love to do. And more importantly, what you came here or you were sent here or what you awakened to do. Because there's different layers and levels. But no matter which group you come from, we all came to work together to help this planet. There's so much going on. We're on the brink of war again. What is war? What is the point of war? What does war do? Who does war help? Nobody. What are we fighting for? Why are we letting them do this? So many people have dreams and so many people are worried about Oh, when the nuclear war happens and a nuclear fallout, why not stop it before it happens? Whoever your source, your God is, your religion, whoever it is, why not pray to that person to stop the wars? We just sit and wait for it to happen. Oh, God gave me a vision of a nuclear war. And I was just, so it's going to happen? How about we start coming together so it doesn't happen? It's funny because the governments, they start the wars, the people fight the wars, and then the people suffer from the wars. Like, we're going to be the ones hungry. If the war happens and then the supply chain is broken, like, we're going to be the ones hungry. They got their food. They got their stockpiles. It's we the people. They're going to be fighting their battles and starving because and for them. Because we don't believe we have the power to say no. We don't have that faith of a mustard seed. We need that faith of a mustard seed. You need that faith in your manifestations, your ancestors, your God, Buddha. I don't give a damn who cares. At this point, if your God or your religion isn't for unifying for the betterment of the world, what's the point? What's the point in you being the correct religion or you being the right or the most righteous religion? And we're all still suffering. No, you think you're just gonna get whisked on out of here, huh? Jesus is gonna swoop down on a cloud and pull you from amidst of all the destruction so you don't have to suffer because you did so good praying. The Anunnaki are gonna swoop down and pick you up on a ship because you did so good praying or meditating. You don't have to go through all the calamity. All that 5D love and all that. But we're just gonna save a few people and watch the rest of them die and suffer because they didn't meditate, because they didn't put down the meat. I wasn't told none of that dumb shit. Help these people. So I mean everybody, except for the unrighteous. Children kidnappers and rapers and the people creating these pharmaceuticals and nanoparticles to destroy your brain and chemicals and all. Y'all gonna get it. Because y'all were warned. And y'all were told to stop all of this. You were giving a chance. So whatever's coming is coming. And I don't know if it's a war or what. But you might want to be on the right side. You might want to be a little bit spiritually cleansed. You might not want so much of their processed food inside of you. You might want to start growing our food, taking back our seeds, taking back our land. Start telling these people we can't grow food and fruit on our lawns and in our backyards. What are you talking about? Lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of idiocracy. We running out of space. Break down some of these McDonald's and some of these. We don't need soda. Why we got all these Coca-Cola factories and all these soda factories? Break them down. We should have just water cleansing plants. What the hell? Why are we doing this to ourselves? And we're allowing it to be done to ourselves. And we're allowing big corporations to be having these big facilities, making big old potato chips and stuff. But you can't grow food instead. That potato chip factory is more convenient than the potatoes, because the potatoes, they'll raise the greenhouse grasses and then it takes this much water to water potatoes. Like, they really be trying to tell y'all why y'all can't plant food and stuff. They'll really sit here and be like, actually, it takes less water and less carbon emissions to have a cow farm than to actually have a vegetable farm. Like, I'd be like, yeah, because nobody smart created this world and the whole system and how it ran, right? It wasn't God or nobody. It just happened from the Big Bang. And all of this is just happening. So it's just obvious why we're running out of resources, because it was never meant to be a place for people to live. Like, and then you sit there and it kind of feels like that, like there's 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds running the country, and then you grown ass people are just listening to them, and I'm just like, Falcons be like, well, the science says masks, they help a little bit, but they don't help that much. And 6 months later, he'd be like, you got to wear the mask, and if in some cases you might want to wear two, and your grown ass just be like, trust the science. And then the science come out and be like, well, we figured out that they might not be that helpful, but we're still gonna mandate them. Why? Because it's causing divide. Duh. The people that realize it's stupid don't want to wear it no more. The people that can't think for themselves are thinking the people that aren't wearing it are compromising them. The same way the pokey poke only stops you from dying, but the ones that got the pokey poke are worried about the ones that didn't get the pokey poke still spreading the stuff, but it still spreads whether you got the pokey poke or not. So if the people who didn't get the pokey poke are filling the hospitals, I mean, it shouldn't take too long for everyone who's unpokey poked to die, right? And then it'll just be the people who got the hokey poke, and then y'all can live happily on forever after, right? Like, there's this lack of critical thinking that's actually terrifying. It's terrifying. It's extremely terrifying. To the point where they told y'all kids weren't even being affected by this, but now everyone's trying to get their kid all hokey poked. People told y'all that people were having heart problems because of this, but now they're telling y'all that it's coming out. Like, they didn't believe it at first, but now they believe it. But the same people who told y'all that the people were making up conspiracies have to end up turning around and agreeing with the conspiracy theorist. And not enough grown-ups have been like, hey, we need y'all niggas to be accountable now, because this shit's not a joke, right? Why y'all keep saying one thing, and the people who shouldn't even have that much information or resources as strong as the government, you would think, seem to be coming out with the right answers. You keep falling for the programming, then you're just going to be a program slave. But when you finally realize and start to say no, even if you just say no internally, that's enough. But you guys are complacent with it. You're complacent with waiting to see what happens. Don't wait to see what happens. You see what's happening. Send that spiritual force to stop it. I don't know. It's just unity at this point. Like, the more people start to come together, the more you'll start to see this world change. The more you start to ignore their media programming and go within. Tap within. Whether you're spiritual or religious, your prophets, your visions, your seers, whatever you want to call them, the people that led the nation, the people that led these spiritual pilgrimages, or whatever you want to call them, Moses, Jesus, a Pharaoh, a Isis, or Orisha, didn't they get a dream? Didn't they get a vision? Weren't they the ones speaking, oh my Lord, my God, my Orisha, my somebody, nature, please speak with me, speak with me? And then we just be like, Oh, my YouTuber. My sacred YouTuber. And they just be like, the energies are like changing and we're getting this positive energy. Ride it out. Retrograde. Yeah. Peace and love. But it's like, yay and nay. We need the peace and love to destroy the destruction, but there is destruction going on. Like, so we ain't got time to be manifesting our loves and to be manifesting a car. We should be manifesting freedom, manifesting universal prosperity. Why is everyone focused on money? We should all be focused on teaching and reaching each one, showing us how to grow food. Like, I don't get it. Just don't get it. Terraform Mars. How about we terraform Africa? Like, I don't know. We could do so many more logical things here. But before we get into all that future advancement, the most important thing right now is for you to get yourself right so you can help the world get right. Because right now, everyone has suffering from a state of psychosis. They're suffering from broken chakras. They're suffering from broken DNA. They're suffering because the inside of their body is just tainted. If we could all take a look at the inside of our bodies, you'd probably be disgusted. Especially if you can get it like, this is what you're supposed to look like on the inside, but this is what you look like. You know, like your lungs are supposed to look like this, but yours are black. You'd be like, oh, what the fuck? Your stomach is supposed to be pink, but yours is black. Why is my stomach black? Because you drink acidic soda, and then you drink meat, and then the meat sits in the acidic soda, which sits in the stomach acid, and it just creates this nastiness, and then this nastiness sits on your stomach, and if you would take a 3-day fast to cleanse it out, you'd be alright, but because you eat 3 meals a day, and you eat 3 meals a day every day, and you probably eat more meals than that sometimes a day, even some snacks here and there, your stomach's always full, so it never can actually get clean. So instead of having a pink stomach, you have a black or a gray stomach. And inside of this gray or black stomach is probably parasites. They even say that some people got maggots inside their stomachs. I don't know how, but that sounds disgusting, but could you imagine? All of this is because people don't tell us that we're not supposed to be eating meat 3 times a day. But they say eat 3 times a day for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Breakfast, you're going to have eggs, sausage. Lunch, you're going to have a burger. Dinner, you're going to have a steak. And then you end up overweight, you end up with clogged arteries, and then they give you medicine to numb the pain instead of telling you to eat these herbals, which will unblock your arteries. Instead, they just give you the medicine that numbs the pain, but your arteries are still being blocked, and then they don't tell you to diet right, so you think that everything's all right because you got the medicine, so your arteries are still getting clogged, but you don't know they're getting clogged because you're numbing the pain, so you end up having a heart attack and not knowing why. And all of this is so logical that a 5-year-old can put it all together, but because you're being taught not to think like that, you all slowly die. And then ask yourself why. See? It's messed up because the solutions are pretty simple. They'll tell you, oh no, it's not that simple because of X, Y, Z, and you just believe it. Oh, we can't grow more vegetables or more this and that because of carbon emissions. Oh, okay, but cows produce less carbon emissions, so yeah, that's why we got cattle farms. And then you just believed it. You even believe the whole carbon emissions thing. Again, like God, source, whatever you want to call it, created the world, created the people, told the people to go to the world to live and grow, and now the world is just too filled with people, Too many people are breathing. Too many animals are breathing and pooping, and it's destroying the atmosphere. No, bitch, it's because you're driving on retarded cars when we could have cars running on water, electricity, the ether in the air. There's like so many other things that you could use that wouldn't pollute the earth. But you keep letting these people tell you that this is how it's supposed to be. And then there'll even be a guy who created a car that can run on water, and then that guy mysteriously dies, and yet not 100 other people get together and be like, fuck that, we're gonna build this car because you're not gonna keep forcing us to destroy the earth, bitch. I gotta live here, and my kids gotta live here, and my kids gotta live here, so y'all gonna stop fucking this place up on God, or we fuck y'all up. They're gonna label me an extremist, and then I'm not gonna be able to, live life and watch TV. Telling you, you could do all that once you clean these entities out. The world would be so much better. Like, there are other planets, there are other worlds, there are other dimensions, and this is one of the lower ones. And this is the low, the TV, the everything we got. It's low. It's lame, y'all. It's lame. There should be so many of y'all feeling like we should have been had flying cars. Yes. But it's because we're spiritually entrapped. And they're using some of these things like 5G to control your ascension. I didn't even mean to say that word, but it got said. When they could use that same technology to create free energy, but instead it's used to be an energy weapon. So a lot of our technology, it's been just reversed. Music can heal you. They reversed it so it can kill you. Food can heal you. They reversed it so it can kill you. Breathing should heal you. But they done fucked the world to where that can kill you. Water. Just H2O. And now it's H2O, fluoride, potassium, sorbate, and like, why are there ingredients in my water? Stop it. I don't understand nothing. Nigga, don't put nothing in my water. Just leave the water as water. I just don't believe the water is water. Bleached white bread, or just leave the bread brown? Is it that people really need white bread? So you'd rather eat bleached just... Okay, you do you. Vanilla ice cream, probably supposed to be really dark, because the vanilla beans are dark. But they'll make it white and you just accept that it's what it is, but it's probably not what it's supposed to be. And the world is... We can't keep having this, so we have to awaken. There are some of us that have to awaken, and we're the ones that need to awaken. We have things to do. We have people to help. I don't know. But it starts with us. It starts with you going back to you and being with you and realizing the things that you went through are for you to awaken. And the things you experienced are to let you know that there's much more to the world, and you're probably connected to much more than this world. But you have to accept that. Don't accept what they gave you. Like, it's baffling. They took everything from my people, our names, our heritage. Took us from our own homeland, supposedly. They took everything, but they gave you God? They gave you the right God? Come on, bruh. Come on. This comes a point where we need spiritual maturity. Stop listening to everybody talk about the Anunnaki, because most of these niggas is reading books and watching YouTube. Ain't not one of them did a deep meditation to connect to them. So we don't even know who we're talking to. Talking about. Just about to be led right into a whole nother trap if we don't wake up. Remember, If you only got it from a book, it's not going to help too much. We all have something that's inside of us that we must remember. Because we are all a key. Let's just say everybody has a key, but specific one of us, the special 12 of us, have to awaken, and when we awaken and bring these 12 keys to the earth, it will awaken everyone that's spiritually connected to us. If every 12 of us have 12,000 spiritual brothers and sisters or spiritual families under us, and once we awaken, they'll awaken, and then once they awaken, the ones under them will awaken, and once them alone awaken, and then it'll start this chain reaction of awakening. But it starts with awakening yourself and bringing out that key. I was told I was supposed to use my music to save the world and my words to heal the world. So that's what I'm going to start doing now, because that's my mission. Your mission is to dance for the world. Her mission, Sika's mission, is to heal the world through sound and to also be a catalyst to help them awaken. Brother Remedy H is to get certain people to build certain temples and certain structures, so while we do our healing with our music and our dancing, that those structures will amplify our power. Not all of us are supposed to be building things. The people that love cannabis, you're not supposed to be just smoking cannabis. You're supposed to be do like Terrence McKenna said, and you take a long break from cannabis and then you smoke as much as you can and you go into this super state. But instead of being like, oh yeah, now let me watch cartoons and stuff my face with Cheetos, you go into this trance and you listen to music that gets you excited and you tap into your ancestors. That's how they tapped into them, to the other realms. They didn't just use drugs to sit there and watch TV and be like, bruh, awesome. They sat there, they sat in a tent, they sat in either isolation or a big party was going on. You either got high by yourself out in the woods in a tent somewhere alone to where the spirits and your spirits would commune with you, or you would be gathered with the family or the whoever, and then y'all would be dancing or singing or talking or rejoicing. Energy. Remember, we're all energy. We're not doing things the right way. We're not thinking the right way, but we have to. And this is going to be the start of it. I don't know. They say the pole shift and destruction is coming. I say the pole shift and a reconstruction of the world is coming. I don't see destruction. I see beauty at the end of this. I don't have time for destruction. I didn't come here to be destroyed. I didn't come here to watch y'all be destroyed. I didn't come here to watch y'all suffer. I've had enough of this suffering. I've had enough of seeing this shit. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. So if I can do something to help the world become something beautiful and awesome that I've only seen in either my mind or TV shows or movies that I know is real, and I have to do that by sacrificing what others won't sacrifice, the processed food, the excess TV and social media, spending hours alone in meditation, drinking so much water. People look at you like, oh, all you drink is water. Yeah, all you drink is soda. Why do you look at me like I'm crazy? You're crazy. Just enjoy life. I am trying to enjoy life, but I don't want to just enjoy 60 years. I'm trying to get me some thousands in, you feel me? I'm trying to see some futuristic shit. I'm trying to see some spiritual stuff. I ain't trying to live this regular life. I thought I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I did. Thought I wanted to live a regular life. Let me just have sex with women all the time, you know? Smoke weed every day or something. Play video games, you know? That's it. Content until I die. Maybe one day find a wife, have a child, and do all... Fuck every last single bit of all of that, because none of that could be the end all be all of everything, because they will tell you that extraterrestrials don't exist, that UFOs don't exist. Yet I have seen with my own eyes something pop out of nowhere, zigzag around the sky, and disappear. I know there's more to life than they're telling me, so why am I listening to them? I'm not. Fuck them. It was the voice inside of me that said, go out and watch the night sky. I listened to that voice. I seen a mothership, a little mini one, created, just appear into this reality, because I've experienced amazing things on more than one occasion. After I denounced every other god, every entity that I could have possibly accidentally got into a contract with, every false god, any demons, anything that was latched onto my soul, that was negative, that was a lie. I said, I'm sorry, God. I don't know if you're Yahweh, Yad-Hey, Vah-Hey, which seems a little bit more close to anything and everything, because after doing a lot of things and research in Gematria, that's the only one that ends up number 9. And 369 are important numbers. But anyway, Yahawashai, Yahimashai, Jesus, all these goddamn names, Allah. I said, I rebuke every last one of them. Isis, Osiris, Heru, Anunnaki. I rebuke everything, everything, everything. I do not know who you are. And I apologize for that. But I know there has got to be a God of all gods, the one true God. There has to be a creator of all creators, a king of all kings, a queen of all queens that reign in righteousness and that sent me here to help this world, because I've never wanted to take it over. I've never wanted power, fame, money, women. I just wanted to see all of y'all happy and free. And I don't even know why sometimes I just be like, bruh, I just wish they could go out and get food without having to pay for it, clothes, live on their house without paying rent, and be able to express their talents and everything to help the world progress. I see this as the best choice for the world. I know this. I know that I have a ship full of people, and they're all different races, because all races and all life forms have a special key piece of the puzzle, something to them. And if we all come together, we can put together a bigger, beautiful piece of the puzzle. And that's what I do in the universe. I'm here looking for that bigger, beautiful piece of the puzzle. Because life is amazing. My God, my source, my universe, my mama, the king and the queen of heaven and earth that keep things in order. They're all of life and righteousness. We don't believe in death. We understand that death is a part of life. We understand that there are cases where you may have to take a life, whether it be for food or for protecting yourself. That's cool. That's a part of life. But this excess murder that's going on here, bruh, taking children out the womb after the soul has entered the body, the things going on beneath your feet and above your head that you wouldn't even want to fathom. There are things that have to be cleansed, that have broken laws and broken cosmic laws and crossed cosmic lines. You don't have to believe none of it. That's perfectly fine. Some of you guys were born on Earth and you're of Earth, and that's it. Not everyone's from above. Not everyone's from below. No, not hell. But beings from so many different races and creeds have all came together because they heard the agonies and the cries coming from Earth. This place. we came here to free y'all. Some of y'all have awakened. You will not accept the bullshit. You want to be free. You want to connect with your cosmic brothers and sisters. Some of them seeded you down here on this planet, and you guys are supposed to populate the planet, become spiritually awakened, and reconnect with us. Something happened. I don't remember just yet. I'm not as great a spiritual leader. I haven't tapped into myself as much as I should have, but I've tapped in enough to know that a lot of these people are lying to you and they're leading you astray, and I don't want to lead you astray. If I came here to lead you astray, I've said this multiple times and I'll say it again just for y'all. If I came here to lead y'all astray and my soul is only here to lead people astray, then I do not need to be here, and I will gladly accept being taken out of this world. I don't want to be here to lead people astray. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy for that. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of paying bills. I'm tired of being hungry. I'm tired of worrying about where my next meal is going to come from. I'm tired of this weak old internet that we could have everywhere because Nikola Tesla, bruh. Free energy, free Wi-Fi, bruh. It's annoying. Screw this world. So I'm going to do what I have to do to help. And it's that time. I don't know why, but it's that year. A lot of y'all need to hear this. It's time to awaken. It's time for you to be you and accept who and what you are, and that you came here with a mission to do. Let's accomplish these missions so we can go travel in space and have a party on Mars or something. I don't even know. The things that we thought was just fantasies, but they're actually like for real. And it's like, oh snap. But some of these entities, because of what they did, because of their low energy fields, they can't experience that. So they're trying to bring you on those lower levels. Nah, bruh. Come rise with us, y'all. I know the Christians are going to be like, they're Nephilim and fallen angels. You don't even pay attention to your Bible. I read it every now and then. I've read a lot. You guys don't pay attention to it. The Nephilim, the fallen, they already fallen. So how would they come from the sky again? You don't even know the difference between God and the Lord God. So you don't even know who you're praying to. You don't know the difference between man, spirit, mankind. There's different life forms on this earth. When God created male and female, the Lord God created mankind. Who are these people? I paused at 1 hour and 22 minutes and 22 seconds as I looked at the views here to see 777 1717. When you start to learn to read the codes, the only reason I've seen those codes be sometimes when I'm making these videos, I wonder, am I really saying things that are right? Am I really leading people am I really leading people on the right path, or am I leading people astray? Should I post this? Should I not post this? And then I see the numbers and they're like, yes, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Stop doubting yourself. It's that self-doubt that stops a lot of us from reaching the next level. It's because we're looking for someone else to say what we're thinking, or we're looking for someone else to validate what we've experienced or what we're thinking. No, you have to trust yourself. And that's the hardest thing to do in this world, because a lot of things that we're going to experience, people like me, is crazy. It's out of this world. But I'd rather that than this world be it. Fuck this world. There's nothing here. There's nothing fun. This world, if you're telling me this is it, in the whole universe, or the whole super magical God only created this one weak ass earth, and this is what we got going on here. These evil people in control, weak ass Wi-Fi, poison food, poison air, like this. This is not a school. This is not a test. There's nothing for you to learn here. There's no spiritual teachers really teaching anything spiritual, so how do you really expect to ascend? Sorry, but some of those people were misinformed. I agree with Sika. This is a concentration camp. I won't exactly call it that, but that's as close as the thing I can imagine it to be, because it said help these people, in a sense to free these people. So obviously they're trapped somewhere. But even as a spiritual being, I kind of understand it, because it's taken me a long time to kind of, I'm still not disconnected 100% from the flesh. One of the scariest and most psychosis producing things, and that's horribly worded, is that you think that real life is physical and it's fleshly, but real life is more spiritually and translucent, like ghosties or energy, like electric little balls floating around. Like, nigga, that's real life. Like, there is still touch, feel, and taste there. But then there's this, where you can encase your spirit in this fleshy thing and experience a different type of experience. But if you're not taught spiritually right, if you somehow go through a traumatic death to where you don't stay conscious or you don't remember who you were in the past life, then you end up becoming or thinking that you are flesh. So the spirit, the soul, gets trapped in here, and then because here is controlled by the brain that controls electricity, that controls your electric soul, can somehow be manipulated so they can get you to think what they need you to think, so they can control you. That's what physical realms are for, I believe. I don't know, but it seems like it. But we fear the spiritual realm. We think that the spiritual realm won't be as real until you've had that dream or that experience where you'll be like, that dream, that vision felt real. Like, when I hit the wall in a dream, it damn near felt like I actually hit the wall. Till you come back here, you start feeling your fleshy flesh, and you're like, oh no. But trust me, even outside the fleshy flesh, there's so much more life. Let me wrap this up, because I could ramble on for hours. What was the point of this anyway? Yeah, we gotta awaken. The ones that came here, the ones that are awoken on this planet, we all gotta unify, come together, learn your talents, learn your gifts, learn what you were supposed to do to help this world. We all have a piece of the puzzle, but it's not all the same. So we can't all watch the same leaders and do the same thing. Not everyone's supposed to follow Remedy and build things. Not everyone is supposed to do sound healing like Sika. Not everyone's supposed to do music or use the words like me. I'm still trying to figure mine out. A lot of us haven't figured it out. A lot of other people might still be reaching and grasping at straws and might not even be right. Might not have done the inner work yet, and yet you're following them, being led further and further astray. And one thing the ancestors have put on my heart heavy is to let your brothers and sisters know that there's a lot of people leading you astray, and you need to believe in yourself more than you believe in anybody, even me. But it's the fact that I trust you and I see the greatest potential in you, and that's one of my, it's not a flaw, but it's something that drives me crazy, is that I can see the potential in people. I see this greatness, this amazingness, and like, if that person could just draw, and he didn't have to go to McDonald's and work about paying the bills and doing all this, and he could just focus on his drawings. If she could just focus on her healing, if she could just get rent paid so she can go out into the forest and find these different herbs and stuff, bring it back to the people. If they could just get rent paid, get millions of dollars like these musicians, but actually sit there and make music that heals the people, cleanses your DNA and your chakra. He just created a free energy device. The African dude who just made the TV, the wireless TV, if he could actually get money or just the resources he needs to create, like, dude, what we had things that didn't need cords, like, if, and that should let you know though, if someone, not to take from him, but you know, if someone like him with as less resources than the government, someone like NASA can create free energy TV, then why the fuck can't NASA? They can, they just don't want to. Why? Nigga, what can I do if I sell you a TV that doesn't plug into anything? I can't sell you the electricity. I can't sell you the wires. I can't hope the wires break or hope the electricity becomes more expensive for some reason because stupid. Yeah, this month your electricity bill is gonna be up $3 because electricity is more expensive this month than last month because Earth is producing less electricity. Like, what type of logic is this? You guys are fuck. I tell y'all, sometimes the gods be looking at me and I'll be looking at them, and we both be like, I don't know, nigga, like, how do we help that? You know? It's like me watching some 6 foot, 400 pound guy get flicked by a 2 foot, 30 pound baby, and the guy is sitting there talking about, oh, it hurts. Oh my God. And I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin to help you because I know damn well that that didn't hurt, and I know damn well that even if it did hurt, you should be able to defend yourself. But you're telling me that that little thing is picking on you, Mr. Giant? Aren't we the Titans, the sleeping giants? But the little humans, we're supposed to be the Anunnaki, the sons of God. But the little humans, the Bell people, somehow they have all these guns and this power. And what the fuck are we missing? Holy hell. Whatever it is, we need to find it quick, Red, because I ain't doing this World War III crap, this old hokey poke concentration camp. I'm not doing it, bruh. I refuse, and I don't mean I refuse. I mean I refuse to be a victim. I'm not just about to sit here and be like, woe is me. Fuck that. Let's figure this shit out. I need my warriors to be warriors. If we gotta go to the battle line on the front line, nigga, we fighting for righteousness. I'm not fighting your war, not fighting your war, not fighting for oil, not fighting for what the hell ever you're even fighting for. I don't even know what these people are fighting for at this current time, but I'm fighting for the freedom of humanity. I'm fighting for the freedom of all children, women, and my brothers. They shouldn't have to pay for food. They shouldn't have to pay for housing. They shouldn't have to pay for electricity. We have free energy, bruh. I don't care. You're hiding the technology. Fuck off. I'm tired of you people. And if you want to burn all the books, it's cool, because I got all the beautiful women and all the Orishas who can tap right into it. So all we got to do is kick your bitch ass out of power and get the right people back in power so we can get spiritually aligned. We didn't build pyramids just so they would look beautiful, bruh. They had much more purposes. Places to hone in for the ships, energy converters, like, the world is dope. The universe is like lit, as you like to say. It's fucking wicked awesome. But they got you trapped here in this physical shithole, and I'm just like, oh, I remember some things and I'm feeling some things, and now I realize what I'm feeling and seeing, and I realize, oh man, with great responsibility, or with great power comes great responsibility. I'll take my great power and I'll accept this responsibility. In all my life, I've always had the weight of the world on my shoulders anyway, because I've wanted these people to be happy, so fuck it. You bench press the world real quick and get this scrawny body bulk. Feel me? I need help. My brothers. Sika needs help. My sisters. I have to accept that for some reason, whatever royal bloodline I come from, part of my mission, besides healing the people with the music and the words, is also connecting these people. I don't know. There are 12 people who are very important. I don't have it all with me just yet. But after reading Revelations, hearing about the 12 gateways and the 12 crystals, hearing Sika and the 12 safe zones and the 12 people that govern those safe zones, the 12 tribes of Hebrew Israelite, Mick then it's, as a child, I told myself that the world is like a big ass puzzle, and everybody has a puzzle piece. And in order for you to understand, like, what you need to understand, you have to be open minded and take these pieces of the puzzle. Some might look like they might fit and don't fit, but eventually, like, you'll start to understand. And now I'm at this point where, like, things are lining up and it's getting real scary. Like, not scary, but it's like way younger in my past, I had to accept that there's no coincidence. There's no such thing, or there is no coincidence in my fucking life, because things are crazy. There's no coincidence in my life. Once I start seeing things multiple times, once things start aligning, it's for a reason, and I have to follow that path. And long time I've denied that path, but it's time for us to accept whoever or whatever we are, and let's do this, man. I want to see this world at its fullest potential. I want to see people at their fullest potential. So I had to know thyself, and I had to put these pieces together and be like, I don't know, bruh. Although I want to say I don't accept it, this place doesn't have love. You came from a royal bloodline. You didn't come here to live a regular life. You came to help these people. You can heal the world. You can save the world. Right now, I feel like we really need to get people together. King David is known for uniting the 12 tribes. This 12, I see 1222 a lot. Ever since last year, I see 1222 a lot. I don't even know why, but since December 22nd, my brain has been like, awaken, 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 awaken. Your mission, your mission. And now every day I'm like, what is the mission? What am I supposed to do? And more, it's like, help these people. Bring people together. I don't know. How do I bring people together? Use your words. Are they really enough? Are there really people out there listening to me? Really like, hey, I don't know. But when my TikTok was at 19,000 followers, there was a lot of people in the comments. More than I thought. Feeling my words, you know? We have more power than we want to accept. But we have to accept, we have to cherish this power. Cherish our ability to unite others, to spark that fire. Whatever it may be. And so I ask those people that feel they have a mission, want to save Earth, as crazy as it sounds, whether you're from here or not, we all have this same feeling that it needs saving, healing, universal love, that this current system is wrong and it's broken. We've all come to the same conclusion in different ways, through different experiences. And now we gotta come together and figure out the solution. Alright, pause the video. Totally lost my train of thought. I think, still speaking on coincidences? Possibly. Just a second. So yeah, lots of things added up to this one point. Not this one point, but on this journey, and it's led me here to where I gotta stop not speaking and really start speaking, sharing my journey and sharing what I've experienced and learned and discerned. That's something I was given. Like, discernment was something I was definitely given. I can see through the bullshit. I can tell when people are lying. It's in their voice, it's in their face. It always has been. People can't look you in the eyes. People's eyes tell the whole truth. We're at 1:39. Wrap this up. watch out who you're listening to out there. Not everyone's telling the truth. Not everyone has fully came within themselves. Some of them are just sharing knowledge that they resonate with, but you got to go a little bit deeper than that. Why does it resonate with you? There's a reason it resonates with you. There's a reason you experience the things you experience. There's a reason you come across the people you come across on these YouTube videos and whatnot. But ultimately, it's for you to remember who you are. It's for you to awaken. And in your awakening, you will tap into your talent or your gift. And once you do that, then you spread and share that to tap into and awaken others. Because like I said, not everyone's gift is the same. But all our gifts synchronize, they harmonize, they work with each other. Like I was saying, it might take Remedy and a few others to build certain things that can amplify our energies, and it takes some of us to sing certain tones to activate those towers maybe, and then those towers will power up the healers, and the healers can heal people, like Sika's been saying. And if there has to be any fighting or anything like that, then the warriors need to be warriors, need to be ready for battle. And if they get injured in battle, we need to have the healers. But we all have some piece to play in this puzzle. We all have a key to the puzzle that can actually unlock humanity from its bonds and set y'all free. So you can actually experience the world for what it truly is and experience the other realities. But we got work to do. We got remembering to do. Not just watching YouTube videos. We really gotta start doing our meditations. We gotta start having our own visions and everything. You know, sometimes people get caught up in watching other people's visions or hearing about other people's, but you need your experience. Their experience maybe is their experience, and it's being shared, so it'll spark something in you, or just add that confidence so that you know that you're not alone in this. You're not the only one going through these crazy things. A lot of us are. A lot of us are looking for our tribes or our people that are similar to us and going through the same thing. Our cosmic family, probably our earthly family, whatever it is. We're all family. So this is the year for you to start doing what you love to do. Do what you think, what you know you're supposed to do here. Whatever your talent, whatever your calling is, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't let anybody allow you to doubt that. Don't let anyone add doubts in that. Not a parent, not a brother, not a sibling, nobody, not a best friend. If you want to be a singer, if you have the calling to be a singer, you're supposed to sing. You're a dancer, dance, art, paint, draw, whatever. Those are your keys to help set humanity free. And then once we all unify and come together, it's even more powerful. But we got to unify and come together as we awaken ourselves and each other. This year is to begin. Let's tap in. Throw away their food. Get rid of their food. Start eating more clean. Drinking lots of water. The water will help you tap into your memories. Become who you are or who you're meant to be. Set yourself free. Spread your wings and fly. Don't let them hold you down. Don't let them hold us down. Do this for the people. Do this for your family. For those of us who are tapped into this knowledge and we know it's not crazy and we know it's the truth, but sometimes it's hard to accept that because the other people are so lost in this reality. It's time for us to say that because we know it's true, that we have to be the ones to help them. We don't want to let our families suffer. We don't want to let our families become victims to these weirdo peoples and their agendas. Fuck all that. All of it. No. So if we know, then we know. No one else gotta know. No one else has to accept that we come from the cosmos or inner earth or wherever the heck you come from. But we came here to help these people, and you awoken in this time to help these people because you lived many lifetimes and you finally woken through the bull. For whatever reasons, this is our year to really start this, to really come together, to really start to heal each other, to build each other, to heal ourselves, to build ourselves, to heal the world, to build the world. Because everyone's broken, especially after this lockdown and everything. Not everyone's equipped to spend that much time alone. People need good drawings right now. People need good songs, happy songs, to fill them with good vibrations, inspirations, motivation. People don't need to hear about people killing each other right now. People don't need to hear about sex. We need to make love right now. We need to be making love, ecstatic love. We need to be healing people with ecstasy. We need to be singing with ecstasy and walking and smiling with ecstasy and passing on these high vibrations in this time right now. Even if you gotta be a warrior, smile while I defeat my enemy. Because at the end of this slaughter and all this bloodshed and all this fighting and all this nonsense, I see my women and I see my children being able to walk this land free as dark as night. In the midst of midnight's 3 a.m., the women and the children can walk amongst the stars and watch the constellations without worrying about being thrown in somebody's van and taken across country or underground. What the hell? My warriors don't fight for oil or taking over somebody else's place. We fight to defend our people, our women, and our children. We fight the negative forces in the world and the universe to bring forth galactic harmony, cosmic harmony, and unity. As men of men, of king of kings. We don't need no little bit of rain. We don't need no little bit of fame, fortune, a bunch of women, children, whatever your weirdo vice is. We're not kings or queens because of that. Kings and queens because we lead our people, our nation, towards prosperity. We protect our people. We make sure they have food first before we have food. That is the true definition of a king and a queen. We look after our tribe, our nation, our people. We make sure they have food while they're clothing, housing. I want to be able to walk my quote-unquote kingdom, my city or whatever. I want to see my people smile. I don't want to see people on the streets suffering, dying. And then I got a big old mansion and all this food, but I got people in my kingdom, in my world, dying, starving. No. That is not the world I envision. That is not the world I see. That is not the world I feel. That is not the world I want to be a part of. I want nothing to do with a world like that. I want nothing to do with a world where they got children on the streets and empty houses. I could understand if we were really having a population issue and all the houses really were filled up to the max, but the fact that we got empty houses everywhere and we have the audacity to throw women and children out. As men, we can get thrown out of house without being able to just feel like, fuck you then, go to the woods and chop down some trees and build a house, build a hut. But let them tell us you can't build on this land because we own it. You don't own anything on this land, sir, woman. The closest thing will be the one who created it, who gave birth to it. And the one who gave birth to this earth and this universe and every element that was involved in its creation says she gave everything for her children to live, to thrive with. Not anything in creation was supposed to be sold to nobody, especially simple necessities. That's not how we do things. Foolishness. So we gotta fix ourselves. We gotta fix the world. We gotta fix our minds. We gotta fix our souls. Especially if you want to head up towards the cosmos, you gotta have a better mindset than this. Like, we really want y'all to bring this destruction to Mars or any other planet, any other part of the universe, trying to clean this shit up. We got other parts of the universe to clean up, other things that are going wrong. Not everything's love and light and beautiful. This ain't the only world that got problems. How you gonna join to connect to another world when you can't even look at a person who's a different color of you? So how the hell you gonna unite with Lyrians? Y'all ain't even over black and white yet. You think dolphin people, lion people, bird people want to come down here and try to commune with us? No, we seen what y'all do. We ain't about to be hunted. You know how many people would love to see an Anubis and then put his head on the wall because they hunted it? Gods don't fear you. They just don't want to come down and get with that ignorance because they will wipe y'all out. We don't have time to play with that foolishness. Ignorance. Cleanse our minds of this ignorance, of these foolish things that they taught us. This foolish way of living and thinking. Just accept it. Accept the destruction of women and children. Accept the deaths. It's just okay. No way. No way. So we gotta change ourselves. Become the actual spiritual leaders and teachers. The healers, dancers, the shamans. Connect to those cosmic forces. Really commune with your ancestors, your God, your whoever the hell. Spend at least an hour a day without the TV. Silence. Maybe some type of healing music. Something positive. Just to stroll through nature. To reconnect to that higher force that's trying to connect with you. They're reaching down, but we gotta reach up. We have to touch in order to break the veil, in order to shatter the dome. It's not just them coming down, it's not just us going up, it's them coming down and us going up, and boom, we meet in the middle. It's time for you to love yourself. In order for you to love the world and heal the world, you gotta love yourself first. Love your talents. Be unique. You don't gotta be the same as everybody else. You don't gotta like the same music. You ain't gotta wear the same clothes. You should be different. Because you wanna bring something new to the universe. How the fuck does the universe expand if everyone is the same? If every element wanted to be hydrogen, what the fuck type of world would we live in? If every element wanted to be oxygen, if every bird wanted to be a falcon, if every fish wanted to be a salmon, a tuna. No. So we got the salmon, the tuna, the whales, the eagles, the hawks, the canaries, the lion, the tiger, the cat. Diversity is the best. Hip-hop, rap, rock. What if we only had hip-hop? Only had rock? It'd be boring. If we only had black people, we only had white people. It'd be boring. We only had salt. We only had pepper. Just one seasoning for your food. What the hell? You only ate chicken. You only ate apples. He was only a breatharian. Like, these things are boring. Diversity is diversity of life. That's why there's breatharians, fruitarians, carnivores, carnivorians. So there's a god of water, god of air, god of fire. It doesn't have to be one god amongst everything. There is a creator of all creations, but then there are things that master certain elements, or they are of, that element. It's not really a god of fire, but it's the spirit of fire, They got y'all confused. The spirit of water, the spirit of the air. Communing with the spirits. Not spirits like ghosties like y'all thinking. That electric magnetic force that is of the universe, that is truly your soul. Those things embody the elements because the elements were here first. So in order to tap into any kind of knowledge that's just not of man, we have to tap into what was here first. We gotta tap into the water, into the fire, into the electricity in your soul. Tap into your dance, your singing, that all came way before your religion. We were singing and dancing. Doing all types of things before we were just praying and reading books. We were out there with the spirits, connecting with the spirits, not under a roof in a church, just right out there in nature. Even Jesus, they weren't in a church. They were never in a church. They were always outside somewhere. Jesus was always walking around places healing people. Feet on the ground. Sun touching his head. Eating alkaline. A little bit of fish. Some bread. Wasn't slamming down McDonald's. If that's what you want to believe. Be same with your ancestors. They were walking, talking, teaching, preaching, singing, dancing on the earth, under the sun, with nature. Moses wasn't talking to a burning bush. He was communicating with the element, the spirit of fire. The spirit of the bush and the spirit of the fire that combined together created something else. When the fire burnt that bush and that bush created a certain scent, that scent brought forth a spirit that likes that scent. That's why they have incense in churches. Because certain spirits are attracted to certain smells. That's a whole nother lesson I can get into. Let me stop here before I go on. I guess I should finish that one up a little bit. But that's why God says, like, the sins of people stink, and the stench reached heaven, because our sins and our sadness and our depression smells, but our happiness and our ecstasy and our righteousness smells, and it smells like lavender and flowers, and you combine that with incense, and then the spirits want to come down and commune with that happy spirit that's off the people, because your spirit is actually, we all have an aura, we all have a little field around us that's like 3 feet, I think, minimum. But as you praise and you get excited and you filled with ecstasy, it goes from 3 to 6 to 9. And then the spirits that are 3, 6, and 9, they get so excited and happy and they expand their fields, and then your fields connect, and then you can commune with that spirit. And it feels like you're tapping into a different world. You're just tapping into a higher energy. It doesn't even have to be higher. You just didn't know it was there. Too clogged up with all this food and despair. But once you get clear, you hear the words through the air. You're not crazy and you don't gotta be scared. This ain't a blessing, it's a blessing, and it's rare. So far and few that not many can compare. But The same prophets was looking to the skies, were speaking the things they couldn't see, but when you do it, it's all occult and ghosty. Don't let them roast thee, just because you got a communion with God that they can't. They're communing with different spirits, the spirits that love the stank, that love blood and putrid nastiness, lust. That's why they have to do the orgy rituals and stuff, to conjure up that negative energy, to connect with the negative energy, to pull down the demons or pull up the demons the same way you pull down the spirits. So no, all this stuff is real. And you gotta start treating, acting like it, and thinking like it's real. It's real. It's really spiritual out here. It's real spiritual warfare, and people are battling for your soul, your mind, body, and your soul, to keep you on this lower level so they can keep draining your energy, because the more sadness you are, the more demons you feel. The more sad you are, the more demons you feel. The more they can eat off your energy. So, let's be for real about this. Be mature. Let's not take the spiritual stuff as a game anymore. Let's actually do this. To the ones that actually want to do this, let's actually do this and actually connect. Let's push the other ones away. Y'all go ahead and play fantasy. Get your tarot cards and woo love reading and stuff. If you're really reading, you would read that destruction is coming unless we get our shit together. There's still false and fantasy. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time. It's time, y'all. It's time for something higher, something greater, something better, something real. Listen to the ones that aren't doing it just for fame. They don't get all dressed up and make all the cute and popping covers and stuff to attract as many people and got 100 million followers, and yet you don't ever teach nobody nothing. Because if you had 100 million followers and you would actually teach some real spiritual stuff, we would not even be here. But they're fine because you focused on the 222 is going to manifest. And as long as you're trying to manifest things of this world, as long as you're trying to manifest a car you're going to pay for, a house you're going to pay for, as long as you don't manifest the freedom of the people, the happiness of the people, just keep caught up. They want you to keep selling people oils and stuff. They want to teach people how to make them, teach people how to actually heal them. They want you to keep teaching people about your fake little diets. When they know not everyone eats the same, not everyone thinks the same, not everyone is ordained by the same gods and goddesses, none of the same rituals and stuff. So you need to do different things. As long as they can make one thing popular, one of the lesser things that ain't really gonna help nobody, cool. We can give you astrology because we're only giving you X amount of constellations and X amount of zodiacs, and you don't even know that there's more than that. You don't look at the constellations, so you don't even know what's what or what is a constellation. You just take it for what it was. It sounds good. You don't know if you're a Pleiadian or an Anunnaki. You don't even know if those are the real names. They could be called a Okarekada, a Pantatanki. So like, what are you humans? Anunnaki, nigga. We're ancient old African black people. Why would we be called the Anunnaki? Nigga? My name is Umpa-Itle. Umpa-Itle is a vibration. Speaking in vibrations, not in no English. Nagas. What are you? Who are you truly? What do you really tap into? What are they tapping into? Is it real or is it fake? Neteipo nanaeseka. Pereisenama elakanamasi erasanamo. Who knows? Only you know. It may only mean something to me. It may only mean something to me and the people that are connected to me. But everyone would want to look into that, thinking it's a part of them, but it's not. Find yourself to set yourself free. Remember yourself to set yourself free. That's what you need first. And then show the others how to set themselves free. That's what we need. These are my raw thoughts and God talks. My raw thoughts that flow. Sometimes I end up tapping into God and speaking that spiritual. This little light of mine. They finished it. But yeah, it's one of many. But let's not make it so many. It should be one of many, but a few. Start seeing change in this world. Start activating those powers. What if they do hit an EMP? Or what if the sun does knock out the power? We don't need that telepathy so we can be able to speak to each other. That clairvoyance so we can be able to see where we need to go. That clairaudience so we can hear people. Because these phones, we can't share everything. That was the whole point of things being sacred. Keeping some things within the bloodline. Within certain spiritual practices, spiritual people. Things we can only speak to each other face to face. Or telepathically. But we gotta connect to that. So let's be for real if you guys want to be for real. Because once we get for real, then we can start unlocking it. So, let's actually do this, y'all. 222. Some type of spiritual revolution or something. It's not going to be televised because it's going to be worldwide, universal, galactic. So cleanse yourselves, watch who you listen to. Remember yourself, remember your mission, remember what you came here for, remember your loves, your talents, or whatever. And that's the key to start to set yourself free.